Hi guys, I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. Today we're going to talk about plungers, which one you should use and why you should use them. And we're going to talk about them right now. Okay guys, we're talking plungers today. Why you should learn to use them? Because this can save you money. Now this is a forced cup plunger. This is really good for use with a toilet. This is a sink and drain plunger. Now this can be used with a toilet, but as you can see, the shallowness of the cup gives you a lot less volume, so you're going to push a lot less air through. These are really good for a sink. If you go into your lavatory or your kitchen sink on the non-disposal side, you don't need a lot of air because that pipe is real narrow, and any clog in there, that's normally enough air to push it down. Now, a neat trick about this, now this is a new plunger, so I don't have to worry about getting my hands on it, but I would have on rubber gloves if I was using a plunger that had already been used. Now you can take these forced cup plungers, fold them in like that, and as you see, now it's almost the same as the sink and drain plunger. The thing that you're going to learn about a sink and drain plunger is whenever you use it, it's a little power. You see this gets that suction there? That's what's going to seal off and make sure that when you push it down, the air actually goes down into the drain and helps unclog the clog that you have. So I'm going to peel it off here. But what you're going to do is once you get it stuck, you're going to push back and forth like that. What you're trying to do is break up that clog. Normally a clog is a lot of little particles all stuck together. And if you start bouncing that back and forth, you can get it to break up, thin out, and probably go down. At that point, what I recommend is running a lot of hot water to get that clog, whatever it was in there, to go ahead and go through and not give you any more problem. You can use these on a toilet if it's the only plunger that you have around. That path, the exit path in the bowl, you want to make sure that this seals off around it really good. That's what I like about the forced cup plunger. It gives you a little bit more volume. As you can see, this is going to hold a lot more air. And you want to make sure that when you get it down in that bowl, it seals off all the way around. Guys, you want to make sure that when you put this plunger in, as you see, the way these bowls are shaped, they don't always line up. So you want to make sure that you can put things around it to help seal it off. One trick that you can do is you can take a wash rag, lay in here to help seal that off that way, because if it doesn't seal good and you push, the water's just going to come up right here. So you want to make sure that there's a good seal all the way around, or really your plunger's not going to do you that much good. Again, you're going to plunge the same way because what you're trying to do, whether it's paper, too much paper, feminine products, bodily excrement, whatever it is, all you're trying to do is break it up and get it to go ahead and go down that drain. If your commode bowl is up high, you're probably going to want to put towels around something like that, because as you stick this plunger in, you're going to add volume. That may make it overflow, but also when you start pushing back and forth, it will start making that water move on top. So be very careful there. Sometimes I even recommend bringing in a wet vac and vacuuming out part of that water, or if you can handle it, take you a plastic bowl or something, scoop out some of the water. Now remember, don't put it back in, that's your drain. Don't put it in your tub, either carry it to another toilet or throw it outside or something like that. You want to get rid of that water. Guys, a plunger can keep you from calling a plumber. And if you know how to use it right, a lot of times, as long as it's just your bowl backing up, you can break up that clog. So guys, now I've showed you how to use your plunger. I hope that you learn how to do it. And this is something you keep around your house. This can literally save you hundreds of dollars. I know, because I know what plumbers charge. Using the right plunger and using it the right way can save you money. My name's Roger Wakefield with Texas Green Plumbing, saving you money one drop at a time.